Hey there guys, Sandro here, and today we've got another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker main character breakdown. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the man, the myth, the legend, Kakashi Hatake, also known as the Copy Ninja Kakashi, Kakashi of the Sharingan, Hero of the Sharingan, Friend Killer Kakashi, and finally the 6th Hokage. So, like usual, let's begin by looking at Kakashi's Taijutsu. Now, before I get into the actual mechanics of the combos themselves, I just want to give a huge shout outs to Soleil for making Kakashi's animations very good. Now, the difference between his animations and, let's say, someone like Naruto's animations is that in Kakashi's attacks, you can actually sort of tell when he makes contact that there's a little bit of a jerk with his kunai. So for fans of the character, you'll kind of realize that that's his battle experience coming through. Usually when you throw an attack or swing your weapon, you actually want to cut through where you're aiming as opposed to just hitting the target. So it's a cool little detail that they added in. Now, back to the game itself. Kakashi specializes in ground-to-air combos, as well as generally being an excellent tracker or pursuer type ninja. And I'm not even saying this because that's how he was in the anime. I'm talking about his excellent jutsu arsenal, which covers basically every situation an attack type might find themselves in. Raikiri for horizontal movement and penetrating the enemy formation, his left eye Sharingan to basically avoid any damage source for free, and finally his Mangekyo ability, Kamui, for an unrevivable knockout. Alright, that's enough with the basics. Let's take a look at some online footage. So first off, we're going to take a look at Kakashi's mobility. In this situation, I am basically in the middle of the team fight, but right after using my Sharingan, I'm above everyone. So this is a really good jutsu for positioning. Speaking of positioning, his other jutsu, Raikiri, is actually really good for covering a lot of horizontal distance. Now if you guys are familiar with my other videos, you're probably familiar with this by now, but it's always good to reiterate whenever I get the chance. So again, we're playing Kakashi as a little bit of a roamer, and whenever you're in a 1v1 and the enemy subs out, that's a good time for you to use your Sharingan, because basically the enemy is going to be a little bit aggressive after their substitution. Now this is an interesting part because I deliberately jutsu cancelled my combo since I knew that the enemy behind me was eventually going to hit me. Another cool feature of Raikiri is the super armor on it, which can kill you if you're not careful, but is useful for getting through defenses. Again, using the Sharingan when damage is incoming basically functions as almost a parry of sorts, since you can control when you want to activate the Sharingan. And again, with the superior mobility options of Kakashi, I'm basically able to navigate around the map, between fights and stab people in the back. Yeah, so another cool feature of Kakashi's Sharingan is the fact that one-shot kills will not actually affect you while it's active. So, about Kakashi's ultimate jutsu. I actually don't have any clips of me landing it successfully. If you remember in one of my raw gameplay uploads, I do actually end up using it, on the same map in fact. But because the enemy jumps away, Kamui doesn't work. The best advice I can give to users of Kamui is to only pop it when you know that the enemy is committed to staying still. Even a single jump can cause Kamui to miss, making it a very hard to use ultimate technique. Thankfully, like I mentioned earlier, if you do KO someone with it, that means their team will not be able to revive them via mitotic regeneration. So in situations like base or barrier battle, this ultimate might actually be one of the more useful tools for the attack type, or Kakashi users. Making sure that the enemy is preoccupied seems to be a recurring theme for Kakashi's gameplay, and taking them out with high burst damage is also a big point of focus. Anyway though, that's going to be it for this video guys. Thank you very much for watching, this has been Sandro, and I'll catch you in the next one.